Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Plan with Sammy. In today's video, we are setting up the month of January in my MäksēLife planner, as well as setting my monthly goals. So if that sounds like fun, sit back, relax, and I'll be right back. Alrighty friends, today, like I said, we are setting up January in my 2026 MäksēLife planner. It is a brand new year. It's exciting, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I haven't done a plan with me in a while now, and so getting back into this routine is both exciting and nerve-wracking. But I want to show you what I have here. So I'm going to be using my hand can plan advent calendar throughout my whole planner. It's going to be my monthly spreads, my weekly spreads, and so we have some things to work with there. And then I made a bunch of stickers to kind of match that color scheme, but also just because I feel like, I don't know, I just wanted stickers that matched my life and my schedule with being a teacher and a mom, and I don't know, instead of buying stickers and trying to make them work, I just figured it'd be easier to make my own on my Cricut and then do it that way. And so let's go ahead and jump in. So I think I'm going to be using these stickers for kind of like my label for January, for each month. So like here is January's. And then the way I plan on using this page, I've done it in the past, but I'm going to put pictures on this page. I was really debating if I wanted to do memory keeping in my planner, and I think I'm going to. I love memory keeping, and it's just really part of my planning style, and so that's what we're gonna do. I have all these sticky notes off to the side. Let me move these. We can refer to those later. So I have already put the days of the week because I was testing out what stickers I wanted to use, and I decided I wanted to use these ones. They are from Hand Can Plan. They're just stickers that I've had lying around and figured it was time to use them. And then there is my January sticker. I love how she added the little decor behind the font this year. That is such a cute touch. And so now what I need to do is I need to redate this because I have decided I want to do the Monday through Sunday start again. I love that. I tried to do the traditional like Sunday through Saturday in my daily planner while I was on maternity leave, but it just was not working. I don't like it. I'd rather take the time to redate my planner than doing that nonsense. And so I am going to speed up the video really quickly so we can get those dates on there. I did make stickers for that for this year. This is what they look like. I know, so fancy. And we are just gonna speed things up, and then I will be right back. Is all taken care of, I am going to go through and put my stickers down. And so I think first I am going to do my church ones. I know in churches. And I have this like sparkly blue. I don't know if it fully matches the blue here, but I like it. I don't know. We also have green and this blue. Maybe I'll do the gold. I think I am gonna do the gold instead. That way it kind of like offsets it a little bit. But I thought it'd be fun to put some fun glitter washi in my planner. Maybe. This stuff is kind of sticky and I'm trying to get it to go somewhere and it's not listening. Okay, there we go. I wonder, is this gonna even pull with my washi cutter? Ooh, it does. Perfect. So I'm gonna hurry and put down all the washi for Sundays, because that is when I have church. I kind of like the glitter. It's fun. Fun little touch to things. I keep telling myself, I don't know. I am using only what I have this year, and so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do all of this stuff. But I always get nervous when I set up my monthly spreads because I've always followed a certain, that's really small, but that's okay. I've always followed a certain way of doing things, and so now that I'm kind of making my own stickers and trying to figure all of that out, it's gonna be an adventure. That's really small. It says church. I don't know if I like how small that is, but it's gonna have to do. But I like that it's on this glitter. It's fun. It's okay. I'm like looking at it like, what did I just do to my planner? But it's gonna be fine, Sammy. You're going to be okay. And then I have paydays. I'm gonna put those down. So I have one on the 1st. And then the 15th. So my payday is always the 1st of the month. As a teacher, they only pay us once a month. Then I also marked my husband's paydays just so I know when money is coming in. And so there we go. And I think that's it for that. I do have date nights on here too, but I need to figure out when we're gonna go on our date night. And so I'll leave that alone and then go on my events that I have going on in January. I'm getting my nails done on the 3rd, which will be fun. I'm actually having my nail lady, she's actually a relative of mine. Sorry, I need a drink. But she is gonna have a baby this month in January, and so I'm having her take my nails off. They're just gel, and it's my real nail, so she just really has to file it down and whatever else she does. But I'm gonna have her file them down, and I will just go back to her once she's off maternity leave, just because I don't want to go to anyone else. I started getting my nails done by her, sorry, I went blank, this last summer after I had Zach, and I loved it. I loved getting my nails done. It was really fun, and it's just something that I look forward to now. It's like a self-care. think. And so love that I'm doing that for myself. And yeah, and so once she is back, I am going to have her do my nails again, but I don't really want to go to anyone else, so it's fine. And then let's see. Perfect. Okay. So here are my other events. My father-in-law has his birthday, and then I have some teacher meetings. And then we are doing an underground teacher spirit week in January, and it's gonna be so much fun. I'm on our teacher wellness committee, and so I'm the one that kind of am spearheading this. Each day we're gonna have a theme, and then the kids are gonna guess what it is, or maybe they won't even pay attention. I don't know, but it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited. And then in like the faculty room at lunchtime, we'll have like treats and maybe play a couple games. Haven't decided yet, but I'm really excited. It's gonna be so much fun. And then I made these little stickers for holidays. And once again, I feel like I could have made them bigger, but I also kind of like how small they are, because then I have room for like if I need to write things down, or if I'm taking notes, or I don't know. I just have them down for different things. So that's nice. I know school. And then grades are due. Do I have? Okay, so grades are due on the 8th. And then we have a professional development on the 9th. Would be. I'm so excited if you can't tell. And then we start second semester that week. I really don't like how we do stuff. Everyone I've talked to, even those people who are in different districts but in the same state, people out of state, they all end in December their semester, and then they go on to winter break, and then they come back and they start second semester. I wish we did that. I don't like how my district does things. They need to fix it, because the way they do things is dumb. I don't like that we literally come back for 4 days after winter break and then we start fresh. I wish we could just end it and then come back and start. Like, that would be so much better in my opinion, but what do I know? I think, ooh, yeah. So these are the little like vinyl stickers that Hank and Plan made. And I'm just sticking some of them around to make my planner spread a little cutesy. I think I might have it, but I'm going there. I really like the snowflake. That's cute. And then, let's see. I kind of like the candle. I think I have a candle over here. There's a lot of these, and so my plan is just to use them in my spreads. I kind of want that. How forgiving are you? Okay, we're good. Down here. So, there's that. It's super cute. I will be adding to this, and like I said, with memory planning, I'm planning on doing. I'm not planning on like doing a lot of it, but I think I want, if like something fun happens, I'm gonna print out a picture and stick it in that day, or write about it, or whatever. But yeah, so the next step with my planner is I want to add my goals. So I am going to set up my monthly goals for January, and then we're going to come back to our January spread and add some things for the month. But I want to schedule them on here now, so we're all ready to go, and I just kind of want to see how that process works. So here we go. Okay, so here is my January goal page. I actually made a sticker for this as well. I don't know, I just want the fonts to match. I think that'd be cute, but that's too small, so I need to do some white out action. So fun. And then stick this down. There we go. So I got this notebook with my MäksēLife order, and I am just using it to kind of like brain dump. So like I brain dump in here, and then I'm going to create the actual product here. But the way I'm going to do it is I am going to get everything written down. I'm going to speed this part up, and you're just going to watch me create everything, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll go back and see what we can schedule and what I'm just gonna kind of leave open. And so I will be right back. Okay, friends, my goals have been set, and I love how this turned out. I did have some problems with some of the markers, and I think next time I'm going to use a different tip, because some of my Moxie markers, the highlighter part is like soft, and some of it is hard on some of them. And my family and relationship one is super juicy, and so it like scares me whenever I use it, because I'm afraid it's gonna destroy my planner. But anyways, let's talk about these really quick. So for each one, I put my focus word for the year for that category, and then I kind of mind mapped my goals around it. So for personal, my word is reconnect, and here are my goals. So I want to journal weekly, and for all my weekly goals, I put the 4 little dots that represent each week, so I can check those off. I want to go on a solo date every month, and for January, I actually have my solo date planned. I want to go to the movies by myself, which I've never done before, which sounds really fun. And I want to see the I'm blanking, I have written down The Housemaid. And so my goal is to read the book the first week of January, and then to go see the movie, and so it should be fun. And so I have that, and then weekly me time, I definitely need to schedule time for myself. I would like to have daily me time, but I know as a mom and a teacher, that's not really realistic right now. And so if I could just have some time to myself every week in some way, whether it's reading or if it's planning or doing something, I don't know, just doing something fun for myself, I'm going to count that. And then I really want to focus on my hair and my skin this year. I have never really been great about taking care of my hair or my skin. And it has resulted in really dry skin, and my hair is okay. But now that I've gone through postpartum twice, my hair is definitely like, it's crazy. And it's super thick, and I just need to take care of it better. And so I am going to be doing this all year. I want to develop a routine, but I'm not going to like dump a whole new routine onto myself in January. I'm going to build the routine throughout the year and add a step every month. And so I was looking things up, and I decided that the focus for my skin for January is I'm going to clean my face every night, and I'm going to moisturize. That is the goal. It's to clean and to moisturize. And then for my hair, I am going to start doing a weekly, I think it's weekly, I need to double check, weekly deep condition, because my hair gets really, once it's thick, it gets really knotted and, I don't know, just tangly and all over the place. So deep condition for my hair type, and I need to trim my hair. I am wanting to grow it out. I've always had short hair. I've only had long hair a couple times in my lifetime, and I really am liking my hair being longer because I can just throw it up in a bun if I need to, or I can like do cute things with it. I do love my short hair too, but I'm really digging the long hair. But I need a trim because I haven't had my hair cut since August, and so I just need to trim the dead ends and clean it up. But that is the focus for my personal stuff, and so I love that. For fun and recreation, the word is delight. So I want to read 4 books this month. I am going to start my baking challenge for the year, and then I'm going to bake something in January. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a party, and I am excited. And then these are some things that are on my winter joy list, but I want to make hot cocoa. I think it'd be fun to like actually have like a little hot cocoa bar and play board games with my family. We love board games, and now that Emery is 5, she's understanding board games a little bit more. So excuse me, sorry. That came out of nowhere. But because she understands them more, it's more fun to play them. We've been playing Candyland for 2 years, and that's like really been the only board game we've played. But now we have slowly introduced her to like Monopoly and things like that, and she loves it. And so I think it'd be fun to have just like a cozy night where we have hot cocoa and we play board games together. And then if it snows, this is a big if, because as I'm filming this in Utah, it's like 55 degrees with no snow in the forecast. So hopefully it snows a little bit in January, and we can have a snow day and play in the snow. And if not, I will figure something else out, but we'll see. And then simplify is my word for work and learning, and I just want to focus on 2 things here. I just want to create simplified routines for grading and planning, so assigning days for those things, and then prep 4th term. I'm all ready for 3rd term, And so I think if I just take a week each week and prep a week for fourth term, we should be set. And then for family and relationships, my word is connect. And it's really just going on a date with Sean and then taking Emery out on a date. And then I want to do a weekly family outing, and these do not have to cost money. And really, I probably should change the word outing to activity, because it can be things that we do at home as well. I just want to make sure that we are prioritizing weekly family time. And then for health and wellness, my word is nourish, and basic. All of these are weekly goals, but I want to make sure I'm walking 3 to 5 times a week. Do my weight training, meal prep and plan, and then I want to weigh myself weekly just to see, I don't know, I'm just interested in my weight loss journey, the progress that I make. And I'm not too concerned about the number on the scale, but I am just curious to see how that's going to fluctuate. And I think once I understand how that fluctuates and understand my body more, we'll be in good shape there. But I think that would be interesting to see. But at least for January, I'm going to do a weekly weigh-in just to kind of see where I'm at. For spiritual, my word is rooted, and I want to make sure I'm doing weekly gratitude. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that in my planner or if I'm going to do it in my journal. I might just do it in here, but we'll see. And then my come follow me scripture study, prayer, that's more of a daily thing, but I still wanted to put it on here. And then each month I want to share my testimony, whether that's just writing it in my journal, or maybe I'll share it on social media once in a while, or once a month in my church, they have what's called testimony meeting. And so it's really just when the members go up and share what they're believing in with Christ, and just a very spiritual, personal meeting that we have. And so maybe sometimes I'll get up and verbally share it as well. We will see. But there is my goals for spiritual growth. And then for financial, I just have 2 things. My words empower, but setting my monthly budget, and then I want to do weekly budget check-ins. I was also going to write follow my budget, but I feel like I am going to be following my budget if I'm doing the check-ins. And so I didn't want to put that down there. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited for that. And then physical environment, my word is refresh. I want to do a New Year declutter, and really just purge my whole house, the main areas of my house, and get rid of things, weekly chores. And then I want to look at some of Valentine's decor and get some fun things to kind of make our house a little bit more festive around the holidays. And so now that we've done this, I am going to plan some things out on my monthly spread. And it's not going to be everything, but I do want to make a note of some things. For example, my haircut. I don't know when that is, so I'm just going to make a note and write schedule haircut, and then I'm gonna put a little yellow dot by it because that was a juicy one. Just so I know, oh yeah, that's a personal item that I need to do. I don't need to schedule anything for fun or recreation. I do need to schedule my solo date, but I first need to read the book. And then I will probably do that on a Saturday. So we'll see what Saturday. When things get closer. I could write, well, no, I'm not gonna do anything there. And then I do need to schedule my dates for Emery and Sean. Those will also probably be on Saturdays. And so for Sean's, I'm gonna hold off of, so I'm gonna make a note here and write date night. With a purple dot. That way I know that I need to schedule it. And then same, sorry, kind of shook that. Same with Emery's. I really don't know when it's gonna be yet. And so I'm just gonna write Emery day. And who knows, it might be on like a Wednesday. I really just need to look. And then our weekly family time will probably be on Mondays. But yeah, I don't need to schedule anything for health and wellness or spiritual. I'm actually going, I'm gonna do something. I'm going to write testimony over here. With a dot. And then I'm setting my budget on the 1st. I think that would be the best. So I'm just gonna go in and write budget. Whoa. And then I'm gonna write Valentine decor. I think that one is also an important one that I want to do and declutter. I'm just gonna write decor. I don't know what that means. The decluttering will probably happen on Saturdays or Sundays, whatever works better. But I kind of like that I just have this little list though. I'm gonna write goals. And they're just kind of like those monthly things that need to be scheduled and will be scheduled. It's just a little early to kind of know when they will take place, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm filming this in like the last couple weeks of December just so it's ready to go and I can add things. And I'm already remembering that I need to add that Emery has dance class on Tuesdays, so I will add that in, but I'm not gonna worry with that right now. I'm just gonna write that in a minute. But then that way it all just kind of will come together, and then at the end of the month I'll share kind of how this looks. But right now it's pretty clean and I love it. I love that I'm using mostly my own stickers and just what I have, and I'm excited about my goals. And I'll be checking in with those weekly with my weekly actions, and so it's gonna be good. I love it so much. Let me know what is something you are excited about in the month of January. Also, share a goal or two that you are focusing on in the month of January as well. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of my planning content here on YouTube. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.